on the tax record, you can see all of this information. Now, the value, most of the time, counties are behind, so most of the time you can't pay attention to that. You can see number of rooms, you can see the year it was built, you can see square footage. You can see down here at the bottom where there is accessory information. So that's like we have, because this is for my house, we have like a shop that's built on, things like that. So this is just part of what you can see. I'm going to show you the rest, so hold tight. Now, this is what's important when you get to this part. You see the dates over here, and you see the dollar amounts over here. This is what tells you how much the property sold and for when. And you can actually click down on the little arrows and it'll give you a bunch of extra information. But for purposes of this is what is important. Because if you are trying to figure out a offer and you know that it might be less than asking price or list price, then this can actually help you decide, is it really worth submitting? Because if they're going to take a big loss or if they're not going to really make any money off of it, then chances are I need to bring something a little bit stronger. We also look at this too for the dates. Investment opportunities or opportunities where somebody bought and has to sell quickly for divorce or death in a family, unfortunately, or they have to move away for work or something of that nature. These dates will run together very quickly. If you look at the date that the gentleman who owned this house before us bought, it was 3/3 of 22. We bought it in 9/5 of 23. So it was a very quick turnover, but he used it as a coast house. But you see, he bought it for 197 and we paid 280. There was a big jump in property value between 22 and 23. So this is really indicative of seeing what this house has done. That means what this neighborhood has done. Property tax cards, you can look at these yourself. You can look at these things. I can walk you through them, teach you how to look at them, but your realtor should be looking at this stuff. This is really important, and it's there. It is free information. Sometimes you have to pay for it, but most of the time, it's free information. Regardless, it is accessible to the public. So utilize this. If your agent is like, I don't know if they'll take it. No, we don't technically know for sure. However, they should be able to give you more than I don't know. They should be able to go through this information with you and say what the most likely scenario is and what the most likely outcome will be. There is that. Sometimes they don't do these things and it's very unfortunate. But I do this for all my clients because this information is incredibly important. This is another very important piece of information. This is actually what they paid in taxes. All the way down in the corner in the blue, it says $2476.28. That is what they paid in taxes. So if your realtor or your lender or both aren't looking at these records, that number down there, and saying that should be semi-close to what is on my lending sheet so that I can account for that for the whole year so that my escrow is not jacked up, then you have a problem because it's right there. This is attached to the tax card. It's a button. You click the button that says previous, I think it's like previous tax year or something. But I mean, it's literally there. It basically spells out, here is their taxes from this year, and then from that year, and then from the year before that. Like, it's right here. So why this is not getting done properly, why people's mortgages are going up because people screwed them on the tax amounts, is completely beyond me, because it's right there in black and white. It's not that hard to find. You can go back all the years that they have documented and see how the taxes have changed throughout the years and even project from there. But it's lazy, sorry, no good people who want to call themselves lenders and realtors who don't do this that end up and screw their clients with offers, with lending amounts, with budgets to see if you actually qualify for a property under the correct dollar amounts for taxes and insurance and HOA and all the things. It's here. If you want to know how to do this on your own, let me know. Happy to tell you, happy to help you, happy to walk you through it. It doesn't matter what state you're in. It doesn't matter what city you're in or your county, because this all goes by county. I can help you look it up. It's not hard. It's very simple. But it's the lack of knowledge on the lender and the realtor's part, and it's the lack of initiative to do the right thing and not just close a deal. I'm not going to do that to you. My name is Morgan with Morgan Rountree Realty. I preach transparency. People bitch and complain about realtors all the time because they're not transparent. Transparency is key, because I don't want you walking up to the closing table and then a year later calling me and saying you screwed the pooch on this and I cannot believe you let me close on a house that you knew that this was going to happen and now I don't know how to afford this. I'm not going to do that to you. It's not going to happen, because I believe in full transparency, because that is what you deserve as a consumer. You deserve that as a human being, okay? You deserve that respect to be told the proper thing the first time and not to be given BS just to get you to the closing table. So if you have any questions, if you need any help, if you want to know how to find this, if you want to know how to read these documents, please reach out to me. I would love to help you in any way that I can.